right, learn to play the drums. They signal to the troops how fast to march and even when to fire their weapons.
You can have these. Okay. So the first thing I start with is how you hold the sticks. So I want you to be right hand. Left hand. Okay? Yeah, backwards. So left, right,
And then Caleb actually like held it really weird.
Drum lessons. Nice job, Caleb. Yeah, like a fist bump, Caleb.
And then after that, we went to this cannon firing.
Welcome everyone to the artillery demonstration.
We learned that the cannon was the most powerful weapon anyone had during the Revolutionary War.
And they had this one guy who was like telling them all when to fire it. Boom, like it was loud. You had to cover your ears.
Be careful.
Ready? You said ready.
The cannon I used to spin, every time I did it, I like squeezed my dad's arm. Like, I closed my ears, one with my dad's arm, and one with my other hand, and I squeezed my dad's arm like this.
Oh, okay,
every
so
other one, because it
I
was
can't see it
really
closely,
loud.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, that is true.
Every time. Is it loud, Haley?
The guy who was like manning it, telling them to shoot, I think, he came over.
Everything we do is totally authentic, including the uniform.
That's pretty cool.
No, it's pretty warm. Try it on.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll try something on.
This is a wool coat.
Oh my gosh. Kind of heavy. Do I look like I can march into battle?
You have a sack, that's for your lunch for the next 3 days.
3 days?
Yeah, get 3 days worth of rations, usually boiled meat, piece of cheese. Canteen you always have to have.
In case I'm thirsty.
And whatever position you have, if
Yeah.
the gun is haversack, that should be carrying powder, like I did, for example. And you need a cap. And you can use this Flintstone,
Alright.
which fires the gun.
Alright guys, so I'm ready to go fire my cannon.
Now, before the next battle, what I need you to do is run up to the top of the
Like literally run
Yeah, just run.
so you like get warmed up.
It's easy.
I would do it.
Yeah.
She's like, this has to weigh like 30 pounds. And it's just a coat and a bunch of water on it. And then Haley tries it.
Is this way?
It's a little sweaty.
Oh, you gotta turn around and model that. Here.
Yeah, hold the spear.
Have those back.
No, they didn't. No shades.
It's so heavy.
And
We'll get 'em all
remember,
dirty.
now, this is the
Alright, hang on.
This is the only coat that you would have.
Okay.
Haversack,
Have a sec.
ass box,
And your hat.
bellies, and they aim for
You look good. Turn around, let me see your whole thing.
chest. Like something stuff.
Mommy!
You wanna take it off now?
Everyone was giving George Washington some very nasty looks because they're all like so serious about their costumes and they're like really expensive and they like probably did them themselves and then he's just walking around in his polyester George Washington outfit like George Washington does.
No pictures, please.
The only thing worse than a cheap uniform is a dirty uniform. So the next stop on our tour, the wash bucket.
So who would like to dry a little bit of our laundry here?
Come watch the laundry. You're gonna have to wash my laundry like this later.
Soldiers had to wash their clothing by hand, which often went days without a good scrubbing. women would set up laundry services near military camps to help the cleaning cause.
So we wash it some clothes.
Which one do you want to do, Annie? The scrubbing?
All right, how we doing with the wash?
And it was like really cool. There was like the soap that we had to like scrub on the thing.
Okay, so now you want to get down there and start scrubbing. Pull it up, put it back in again, rinse around some more, swish.
And then after there was like this really cold, but like first it was hot water and you would scoop it up and you put it in the cold water and you would kind of like put some soap on the like bumpy like tight thing.
Swish it around. Good job.
And then they would like squeeze all of the things out and then they would go like this. First you put it in the washer and then you put it in the dryer.
Now, some ladies wanted to do more for the cause than just swing laundry and mend uniforms. But they were not allowed to actually fight in the army, so a few determined women snuck in.
Hey! How do you do?
Very well, thank you. And yourself?
Very well, thank you. My name is Deborah Sampson.
We met up with Deborah Sampson and wanted to dress up as a man. And she went to war.
It's a pleasure to meet you. As I said, my name is Deborah, but you might hear some folks refer to me as Corporal Shirtlift or Robert. So don't be confused.
Deborah Sampson cut her hair, posed as a 20-year-old man, and actually fought in the Revolutionary Army.
You see, I am a corporal in the Continental Army. And you might be confused as to how that could be. Women generally were not allowed to fight in the military. Women generally weren't allowed to do much back in the colonial era. Do you think you were allowed to go to school, my lady? Not back in the colonial era, my lady. Nope, no schooling for you.
Deborah was working sewing buttons back onto soldiers' uniforms when she got an idea.
And I would listen to the stories that they told while I was mending their clothing. Their adventures were incredible. What was I doing sitting in a tavern, mending a pair of trousers? These men were fighting a war in our backyard. So I found an old soldier's uniform and I mended it. And I put it on. And I looked in the looking glass and I knew there was no way I could ever portray a boy. Do you know why? I'd never cut my hair. My hair. I was 20 years old. My hair was all the way down to my legs. So I took a pair of shears and I chopped my hair off and this is all I have left. And this is how you wore your hair during the colonial era. You grew it out, gentlemen. Tied it in a braid like this or a ponytail. I don't know why your hair is so short, sir. Must be some new Maryland fashion trend you have. Suits you. With my new haircut, I put my uniform on and then I signed my name as Robert Shirtlift. And I went off to fight in upstate New York.
She got like shot in her leg or something and she like pulled it out herself and it's disgusting.
I washed off the blood, don't worry.
She showed us and it like was really heavy and it's like just like this tiny little ball shaped and it was black. You just held it in your hand. It was kind of heavy.